Hey, so I've had this really awesome idea in my head like ever since I moved into my new house, and it's something I've always thought would be really cool, and I kind of did in my last apartment when I had this on like going into my garage door. And so I have this door in my kitchen that like my kitchen's over here, and then you turn this corner and this leads to the basement and to the garage. So it's not like super visible to people in the living space. And so I've had this really fun idea that I want to actually paint the purple Friends door and put this on it. So it's finally what I'm gonna do today. I'm getting ready to tape off some of the stuff, and then I'm gonna paint it purple, put this on, and I'm so excited to see how it looks. My sister keeps like telling me like you should do it, so I'm finally gonna do it today, and I really can't wait to see how this is gonna turn out. And I just love the placement of this door because I kind of have like a theme or like decoration taste in my house where it's like I really like to do like the pinks and the grays. Like that was my dream of like how I wanted to decorate when I moved into my first apartment, and I love how everything looks. And part of me otherwise would be like, oh, even though this is a really cool idea, it would kind of clash with like, you know, my pinks, my grays, that going on. But since it's kind of like hidden over here, it's kind of like a hidden door and a if you know, you know kind of thing that I think is gonna be so fun. And every time I go out to my garage, I'm gonna be so happy to see it. It's just gonna be like, make me smile every time. I already know. I'm just gonna get started now, taping off the frame of the door, the doorknob and everything, and then I'll try to get to painting. Okay, so here's the purple paint I got. I think it looks like a really good match to the Friends door. So I'm gonna do my first swipe here. Okay, I think the color is really good, but it's just gonna take a lot to get like a lot going over and, you know, perfecting the look. But I think the color really is gonna be spot on. So excited to see how this is gonna turn out. Okay, so I've done an extremely basic like base coat, and I hope I'm on the right track. I don't really research before this, and I don't paint, so I hope it's okay. I'm planning to like do several layers to get it thicker, but my door has a lot more detail in whatever this molding or whatever, you know, edging detail is. And so I was gonna use this roller for everything, but I might go find a brush to kind of like make sure I get paint all up in those grooves and then go over it again with the roller. And I'm gonna like just let this dry a minute while I go look around and do another layer and see how that looks and try to determine how much layers I need and how it's looking. Right now I'm like, if any of my family walked in, they'd be like, what are you doing? You're crazy. Why'd you ruin that door? But I'm hoping it all works out good, and no one's gonna come over until it's finished and looks awesome. So I'm gonna keep working on it. Hopefully it looks better soon. Okay, so it's looking really questionable at this point. I'm still like, you know, this is like technically altogether probably just like layer one. And I was trying to just kind of like get it really base layer on there. And so now I think I'm gonna let it dry like a lot more fully before I put on the next layer. So hopefully that when I get the next layer on, it starts looking a lot better. Okay, so I just got home. I went out and did some errands in the middle of the day, and so just had the chance to just sit and dry and like wait on me all day. When I got back, I did like find a little bit of sandpaper I have and tried to like sand it just a tiny bit because I saw that's something I should have done in the beginning and I didn't. I don't know if it's gonna make that big a difference. It didn't feel like it did a lot, but I didn't have very much sandpaper to use, so we'll just see how it looks. I mean, I do think I should have done it first because that's kind of why there's so much white. Is sometimes the paint was feeling like kind of slippery, and like my roller was actually picking it up instead of putting it down. So this time I'm gonna try to get more coverage and just hopefully get a more purple door instead of splotchy, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I've got this like detail work here on the edges done, so now I'm gonna try to go over with the roller a layer. I definitely think I'm gonna need at least one more layer after this, but if I can just get that coverage getting a little thicker, then I think I'll be in good shape. Okay, so I've got like a full layer of paint going down. It's still kind of patchy, not great. I think I want to let it dry for a long time. I might even let it go overnight and redo the next layer tomorrow. Like it's getting thicker and darker and like more like the color we're going for and the coverage we're going for. So just excited to see how it turns out with the next step. So we'll see. Hey, so it's the next morning. Actually last night before I went to bed I put like another light layer on. So it's a little thicker now. But I'm gonna do another layer now and it's really starting to come along. You know, it's getting less of the white showing through, like still a few spots. So I'm just gonna put another layer on and see how it looks. Okay, so after this layer of paint this morning, I think it's coming along a lot better. I'm finally getting like a thick coverage. So I think this is like, you know, this is definitely the color I was going for. It's looking good. I think I'm gonna let it dry all day, and when I come home later today, I'm gonna do one more coat, and I'm thinking that's gonna be enough to like have it how I want it. I'm just so excited, and I think it looks great, and I can't wait to be, when I get to the last stage of painting, finish up, and then I can put my cute little little picture frame thing on there. It's gonna look so good. Hey, so I think I'm almost done with the process of doing my door. I had put on another layer of paint that I didn't show, and then the paint I have has like a really matte finish, so I decided to spray it with this so that it would seal it, so it should seal in and not like get scratched up and messed up. Like I've noticed in my house, a lot of the walls were painted with matte finish and they just get really dirty and scratched up fast, so I kind of wanted that's like a little bit of a glossier finish and more protective, so it's got a layer of this sprayed on from yesterday. Kind of looks like the light shining in. Funny, like making the shapes on the windows. I'm just gonna like take off the rest of the tape, and then I should be ready to put this on and see how the final look is. Okay, I've got all this off. Okay, so I got my frame, and then I've just got some of these little sticky tabs I'm gonna put on the back. And I also have the sticker that is the peephole, you know? I actually had one of these in my old apartment, and the first time someone came over, they like they almost tricked them. They like were like, can I look at it? It's like, it's just a door into the garage, so of course it wasn't actually a peephole, but like it looks really real, and it's just like it's really good detail that I was glad the cat came with this frame when I got it. So okay, so I measured, and it's like, this is like the center point, and so I think I'm gonna like try to center it there and have it be about that tall, so I know how tall I want it. I'm gonna go and put the sticky on the back. Okay, I've got all the sticky on, and I want it about this high. Hopefully this is straight, because I don't want to move it once I put it on. Gonna press it in, so hopefully it really sticks and stays. I would hate for this to like fall down and break. And I think this should be its permanent home. Like, I don't want to move it again, so hopefully I can just get it to stick and stay forever. And now just for the little peephole that sticker I'm gonna put on, I think about in the middle. Okay, and there it is. So here's the final result. I hope it looks good. I've been so excited to do this to this door since I moved in here. Here's kind of like a better view of the door. Okay, this is kind of what I meant when I said it's kind of like hidden a bit. So I like walk in my house, and then I walk through to the kitchen, and you come all the way around this corner, and then here's the door, like just kind of off in the corner here. And you go out it, and it just goes downstairs to like the basement and the garage off to the side. So it like is here, but it's not obvious and noticeable unless you come all the way through to the kitchen to see it. But I know everyone who sees it is gonna like love it, because you know, it's like such an iconic Friends door. Like, I didn't even tell my sister I started it yet because she wanted to help me with it, but I was just eager to start it the other day, and so she's gonna be so excited and impressed when she sees it, because she loves it and she had the idea for it too as much as I did. Yeah, so that's it. This is the final result of the door. I'm super happy with how it turned out. Like, I think the purple is the right color, and I love the frame and the peephole, and I love that I just have this like little reminder and memento of friends every day that I'll see when I go out this door. Just something that makes me smile, you know. If anyone else has ever wanted to do something like this, I'm like, you should totally go for it and do it, because, you know, it's not that big a deal. Like, if you don't like it, you can repaint it, you can change it, but it's just like some days are hard and sometimes life is difficult, but why not just like give yourself something super fun, like the friend's door, to make you smile every day and like feel like you can walk and step into friends. It's just like the coolest, funnest thing I've done now. And I want to send a picture to like my sister so bad, but I also think I want to invite her over and have her just like see it in person, because she's gonna freak and she's gonna love it. Yeah, me too. Like, I'm so happy I did this, and just everyone else, you should do it too if you want to, or just do the thing you wanted to do, because it's just furniture, it's just paint. You can change it, you can do different things, you know. There's no reason to get like worried about something like that. Like, I couldn't paint my last apartment door, so it was just white with this frame, which I liked at the time, but now that I have the opportunity to actually do some paint, like, I just love it, and I'm so glad I did it.